Liminal spaces. We've been here before, and now we're back for the third time in a row. The bills must be getting high. Look at this beautiful city in 78 AD. Time travel 1 year into the future, blow up a volcano, and then boom, liminal space. But yes, we all know the spiel. These places are strange, creepy, unsettling, and have that just right amount of horror to not make them directly scary, but give you that just right amount of existential dread. Rent is due, babies, and with the recent Backrooms movie, I thought liminal spaces, they're more relevant than ever. So why not bring them back, beat that dead horse, milk that cow to the grave? So why don't you just sit back, relax, rub your big belly, and watch some more liminal spaces. Alright, for our first build, we have a long hall and a little forest on the bottom left here. Out into the distance, I couldn't tell if it was trees or water, so I just used my own artistic liberty and chose water. I thought it would be much cooler to make some water in the distance, mess with the fog and the clouds, really build some atmosphere. Anyway, let's get right into it. I'm actually nervous. I'm actually nervous because I haven't done this in like 6 months. So let's just start with my first idea of the birch shelves for the wall and just go from there. So something I've been thinking about is the floor and what I'm going to make it out of, because it kind of has like this murky yellowy green carpet texture. Green terracotta is actually one of the closest things I can find. Yeah, so let's just use green terracotta. Okay, let's get started. That actually matches up with how I want the walls to look a lot more. Okay, so if you do an update, that is interesting. Okay, what are these? Ochre frog lights for the light. The glass is so much more foggy in the actual photo. I almost don't like this. I really don't know how to feel about that. I'm still not really sure on what to do behind here, honestly. Honestly. It might just be like this. And then like... how do we let the light go through? Does light go through slabs? Can I do something like this? I don't think light goes through slabs. I think I'm actually tripping. I don't hate that. It's just about getting the effect. So let's just keep on like chugging along. I think I did pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I think this is actually like 73% accurate at least. I have decided I'm doing custom trees. So far, so... Actually, you know what? That's not even that bad for a first tree. That's almost the exact vibe that I'm getting from the photo. This Better Leaves resource pack, really hard carries. I don't even want to know what this looks like without it, to be honest. It probably looks like absolute doo-doo water. Okay, my idea for the water, now that I have this area done... I kind of just spammed a bunch of trees, and now I want to move on to the water. I can give you a look of how this actually has turned out so far. I think it's pretty good. The image is most likely going to be zoomed in a bit of like the FOV, probably around like 60. So something like that is going to be the final image. Now, the actual worry is the water. You know, like the sea has foam. If I do like little... like, you know, like little, like, I don't know if that'll actually work. Oh, okay, I actually do like that. All right, let's see if I overdid it. No, actually. No, that actually gives me the vibe that I want. All right, so I've finished the water, finished the trees, finished the little house area. Now I just gotta do this road, and we're done. I get to show you. I get to finish. What? Alright, time to blow up my computer for one screenshot. Yeah, this is a horrible idea, but let's just do it anyway. Oh, yeah, okay, I think it's crashed. No, never mind. Alright. Oh, you know what? Not bad, not bad, not bad. Holy crap, my computer is going to explode. Are you kidding me? Oh! I'm not doing that again. I just said I'm not doing that again. No, just no. Okay, that's the first. This is the first one done. I got it. I got the screenshot. It's like something along these lines right here, you know. Okay, yeah. All right, now that we're done, we can compare both of the screenshots and move on to the next picture. Hello, it is now the next day, and actually it's multiple days later, because I did not have time to record this week. I was very busy, but I got my tea in hand. I already started on the second build. I'm thinking some sort of stretch of land, and then at the very, very end of it will be a small house. Probably at the end here. I was experimenting around this area, but I kind of changed my mind. I think I want the house to feel as small as humanly possible, so you feel more lonely. Because it is a liminal space, not a cutesy farm build, so let's get right into this. So I think the plan for the shed is a kind of Southern Gothic style. I was seeing some ideas on Pinterest for Southern Gothic liminal spaces. Very niche, I know, very niche, but I don't know, it looks cool. It's like more pale white buildings with desaturated colors for the most part. They're usually churches and such, so I thought, like, maybe start with a tiny shed and see where it goes from there. Ooh. I actually kind of like that. A little bit of a red accent. See, the problem is, this is the only part of the shed that you're going to see. You're not going to see any of the other parts. Oh, you know what? You know what could add to the liminal effect? Maybe it is just this part. And we get like an off angle. Let me show you what I mean by that. Let me show you what I mean by that. By first replacing all of this farmland that I totally brutalized. I don't hate that. I really don't hate that. So let's try to make this look as much like a barn door as possible. Or I guess a barn in front. I don't know why I just looked up. I was trying to look up a button, but I was saying the word barn, so I typed barn. Maybe we get rid of these walls here and replace them with mangrove wood. Maybe that'll make it look more red. Oops. Oh, okay. Look at that. That's already liminal as hell. I don't know what else I could add to this to provoke a feeling of loneliness other than maybe changing the time of day. Let's see daytime. Time set day. That's arguably more lonely. I am kind of bothered by this gradient slightly. I think this will help fill it out. Does that look like a small barn? Or does it not? I can't really tell. I really can't tell. Ooh. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Maybe some windows? Now, what can I do in this image to provoke more of a feeling of loneliness? Maybe I'll extend the wheat fields more and go to Quake Pro FOV? No, that's too much. You're losing the detail of the build. I really think this nails it. If you just put the front of a building, it really shows that there is something missing. And that's the feeling I want to provoke in all of these photos, is that there's something missing. Wrong. That's kind of the point of this whole series. So I think this kind of works. Okay, so this one was really simple and quick. So for the next one, I think I want to go a bit larger. And I don't know why this just popped in my head about 2 seconds ago. What if we do a big bridge? That's the idea I have. Just big bridge. I don't know what I'm going to do with the bridge, where I'm going to put the bridge. Is it going to be over water? Ooh. we are recreating liminal spaces, right? What if I try to, my best, recreate the Half-Life bridge? You know the famous bridge walk scene in Half-Life? I guess it's not a scene, it's a mission, a quest, whatever you're actually playing. Either way, there's a part of the game where you... Come on, Siri. I'm talking here. There's a part of the game where you walk over a bridge and you have to shoot this helicopter down and walk all the way across it. What if we try to recreate that feeling of this giant steel deck bridge over this, like, foggy void of nothingness? So it wouldn't be like an exact recreation of the Half-Life bridge, but it would be pretty close. Anyway, yeah, let's just get right into that. I'm sure you're already sick of hearing me talk. Okay, so apparently the bridge is called Highway 17. So we're making... Oh, okay. So we're making Highway 17 from Half-Life. Basically just the bridge. I really just want a bridge over fog. It's really just an excuse to make a bridge over fog. Why do I keep zooming in? Anyway, let's get... Why do I have one shoe on? Okay, so I think I chose the block palette for the bridge. I want some nice whites, and then a scale into black. Basically completely grayscale. You know, you want that rusty, old, creepy-looking bridge. So we're definitely going to be leaning towards this side of the spectrum, but using some of these as well. In fact, there's another block I think I should put in there, is tough. Polished tough, specifically. That's a great middle ground. That's a great rustic look. I think that'll really help with the bridge. Let's get started. Okay, I think I'm going to get rid of the diorite and replace it with just stone, because I think it's too bright. This is where this random block placement mod comes in handy, because I can do really easy gradients just by pressing one button. I don't really have to think that much. Oof, this thing is going to be quite tall. So I got the first 4 pillars done. They're all copies of each other, so I'm just working on trying to kind of break it up a bit, make it look old, kind of decrepit, like it's falling apart. And then I'm going to start really connecting this up and finishing the bulk of the bridge. I actually really want to make it feel like just like an entire chunk from like this middle part here has fallen off into abyss. Yeah. That's in the way. Let's get rid of it quick. You ever abduct an entire farm? It's kind of easy. You just go like this. Look, there's the other one. Got some little mounds of clay at the bottom. You know, just make it a little more immersive. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, that looks good. I like that. Once we get the lighting in, oh my gosh, yeah, this is gonna be great. Alright, yeah, sorry for the lack of updates. I've been kind of locked in on this bridge. I think we're getting there, though. I still don't know how I feel about this center part here. I feel like I want to be more dominant on the polished tough, just so it kind of like, I don't know, has some contrast with the rest of the bridge. Look at that so far. Oh, that's cool. Honestly, that's a picture right there. I still got a little bit more work to do. Especially with, like, lighting this up and everything. Yeah, you guys are never getting a world file for this. Oops. Snipe, snipe, snipe. It's like a point-and-click adventure. Let's actually get rid of this, too. That's cool. With the comments going by, oh my gosh. I can't tell if this might be my favorite one. This genuinely might be my favorite one. I'm just gonna let this run for a minute. You know, this would be a really cool live desktop background. Just record this for like 30 seconds, uninterrupted. Would be a super sick live desktop background. You know, some of these actually would make cool desktop backgrounds. I haven't even thought about that. I don't know, I think this one turned out pretty well. I like the black, just void on the floor there. I think it really works. I like how it turned out. I think we can call this last one a success. And I think we can call this video a video and get it uploaded onto the YouTube for you guys to see, which you're seeing it right now. So, yeah. I think this is the part where somebody's supposed to roll the outro. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. This is the third video in this series, so if you'd like to see some more liminal spaces, if you haven't already, I have a playlist, or you can just check the most popular videos on my channel. There's 2 other liminal spaces videos that you guys can go check out if you'd like. And also, I fail to promote this often, I have a Discord server down in the description. You can join that if you want. It's not really too active in there, but I'm hoping if this video does really well, we can get more people, get it active, get it poppin', and you can talk with your boy, suggest video ideas, and just have a good time. Anyways, thank you guys all for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.